Ricky.
What's up, Lane?
This is the first episode we've recorded since the Oscar nominations came out.
Wow. Prithee thee, deliver thine information about said Oscars to mine ears.
Is that how this episode, the whole episode?
No.
I hope you have your copy of Hamlet right next to you so that you can refer to the text. Your dog-eared, bookmarked copy from 7th grade.
Oh,
I hope you have that.
Yeah, I might have misplaced it at some point in time, so it might not be
like
making an
everything
appearance
else
today.
In your fucking house. Yeah.
Well.
So I wasn't sure if you wanted to look at like the list of Oscar noms or you wanted me to just shout stuff out. I kind of am curious, as always, what you have gleaned through osmosis here, because I know that you've seen some, I'm sure, movie discourse. I'm sure people reacted to the Oscars online and you heard some of it. But so yeah, what has it been in your? It's been out for a week or so now. So
yeah, it's been in my sphere. There were like two things that people were talking about being snubbed, which I don't know whether they were joking or not. And
was it Wicked for Good? Was Wicked for Good one of them being snubbed?
No.
Oh, good. Okay.
I forget what it was. Who did Killers of the Flower Moon? That's Scorsese, right?
Yeah.
Did he have another movie come out this year that also got no Oscar noms?
No, but he's snubbed every year as far as I'm concerned. They should have found something to nominate him for.
Yeah, true. It's so true, actually. It was something along those lines. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Yeah,
I feel like most of the Best Picture nominations were pretty predictable. One of them was a bit of a curveball, which was F1 got a Best Picture nomination.
Yeah.
But so it got in over. It was Just an Accident, the Jafar Panahi movie. Jafar Panahi is the director.
I did see that one. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that movie got nominated in International Feature and I think Original Screenplay, but then didn't get in for Best Picture over F1. Like is crazy. But it got nominated
actually,
for like.
Lane. That's a really good movie.
You've seen F1?
No,
you've seen F1.
No. Do you think?
God, fuck off. Fuck one.
Yeah, Jesus. Fuck one to connect to an operator.
In this crazy future where people are using it like a sex toy to dial in.
The thing where you have to put your finger in and spin it around.
I don't like that at all. Well, the only movie that's really in your orbit that I think. Well, so I know in the last couple of weeks you've flirted with the idea of seeing Marty Supreme in One Battle After Another. Did you end up seeing?
I didn't see either of those. No.
Cool. Did you watch anything in the last week and a half since we recorded?
Outside of my court mandated single movie for podcast? No.
Okay, that's fair. Well, the only movie I think. There are a couple movies that you're going to be familiar with when I tell you about them. But Begonia
Sinners was one of them.
One.
Begonia, Begonia, that's big. Yeah, that's one that I've actually seen. Yeah.
Begonia was nominated for Best Picture. Our boy did not get in as predicted, unfortunately. So rest in peace to the Plemons campaign. But we'll rise again. Have you seen Sinners? I forget. Did you say
I have not
seen?
No.
Okay.
I've heard about it.
Did you see Frankenstein?
Yeah.
I guess you probably haven't seen any of the other Best Picture. That's crazy. Wow. They didn't nominate Anaconda for some reason, so
that's kind of
that
a
movie
shame.
Didn't make it in. Yeah. But so Avatar, you haven't seen that either, right? Because your family was like, no.
Yeah, no, we didn't go out to watch that one. They're not watching Blue People for 4 hours. I said, okay, that's fair.
That's fair. It's 3. It's like it was a faster 3 hours than some of the other ones were. But
okay.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Haven't seen it. Some of my friends liked it. I don't know.
You're not missing anything.
It didn't really seem like my thing too much. Actually, my little sister loves it a lot too. But again, just not really my thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I imagine you've probably only seen you've seen Weapons. I think you joked about seeing Weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I knew that you had seen that. That was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Aunt Gladys, Amy Madigan.
I was going to say I didn't hear any buzz about that being nominated for anything, so sadly.
Yeah.
That was one that went under
the one thing that kind of got attention for was her performance. And she's a former nominee, so it kind of that always helps grease the wheels a little bit. But pretty cool to see such a horror, out there kind of crazy movie nominated is cool, even if it is for a supporting performance that's pretty batshit.
Yeah. Now, these are just the nominations. When, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So when are the Oscars revealed?
The actual
Academy Awards, yeah.
The show itself is in March.
Jesus,
so that's on the
bro,
15th.
what?
Yeah. Well, you got to give everybody time to watch all the movies.
Okay, that's true. I guess that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's literally true. Would you rather that they don't give people? It's 50 some movies to watch.
Isn't the thing that a lot of them don't watch some of the movies, and people get pissed because they're like, oh, I'm not watching a 3-hour movie.
It could be, yeah. I mean, there's definitely a little bit of that. I can empathize somewhat because it's like. You don't know what movies you should be. I mean, there are some movies that you should know that you should be watching, and then some of them it's like I had no fucking idea I'd have to see F1. I mean, I guess I probably could have known that I was gonna get like sound effects, or sound design, but or like Jurassic World Rebirth, So there's some of that, and then there's also some people that are like, I don't want to watch a movie about a woman, like kind of stuff. Right. So yeah, some people do say that they haven't, or like they anonymously report that they don't watch everything. But the Academy allegedly is doing something this year where you have to prove that you've seen it all. So like uploading ticket stubs or like screener, whatever. So like, I don't know how, I feel like it's probably an honor system, but it is good that they're putting a little bit more pressure on people to watch everything, especially, I mean, this is my personal bugaboo, but like the fucking Oscar shorts, like, man, if they actually make people watch those,
you were on that like what was it, a week or two ago?
I hate it.
Yeah,
that shit sucks. I haven't seen any of them yet. They're all coming out in a couple weeks in the theater, so we'll see. I had not heard of any of them. Actually, that's not true. I had heard of one or two of them, but I hadn't seen them. But of the 15, so we'll see.
So. Looking through these, can I ask? I have heard of Song Sung Blue, but that's one that I haven't heard a lot about.
Okay,
I'm just looking through the list here.
Yeah,
is that one? Yeah, that I should watch because I feel like I remember people saying it was really good, but I don't know if it was just like that niche.
It's funny. Yeah, it was a movie I kind of was like, it had some Oscar buzz, and then it seemed to die down, and I was like, maybe I'll get to it, on streaming, whatever, down the line. And then I was like in a mood. I was with Christopher, and it was like we didn't want to watch anything too like crazy demanding. It was like, let's just knock this one out. And I liked it, and Christopher was completely floored for like the last hour of that movie, was weeping. Like just like completely fucking knocked him out. Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty good. I mean, Hugh Jackman I think is tough in it. He's a little bit miscast, but the movie does like the script throws you for a really crazy curveball, the story. And Kate Hudson, who got nominated for Best Actress, is really quite good in it. I mean, she's incredible. She does the Minnesota accent really well, which is really charming to me. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if she deserved to be in that Best Picture or Best Actress 5, but I think you would probably get down with that movie. It's pretty moving. Okay.
All right. I like a moving movie.
Yeah. A moving picture.
Yeah. A mover. Is that what they would call them? Mover?
A shaker, even.
A shaker. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the movies that people think got snubbed. Is the movie about the Shakers, actually.
Oh wait, what? Oh wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's Amanda Seyfried and some other people that I won't bother naming because you don't know who they are. But it's like a movie about the Shaker movement and like one of their founding. So I have not seen that. I was like, This is not going to get an Oscar nomination. I'm not going to go out of my way to see this.
But it did.
But, yeah. No, it didn't. It did not.
That was one that got completely snubbed. Didn't get anything?
Correct. Yes. So.
Okay.
So yeah, Frankenstein got in, unfortunately, in like 5 or 6 places.
Yeah, I'm seeing that all over here.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Someone should answer for their crimes.
I don't know. I mean, I had some... I don't want to... I hate using the word normie, but I had some friends who are not very... Because, I mean, they are pretty online, but they're not, like, very movie-oriented, I guess.
Normie is like way a million times better than the other thing that people refer to those people as, which is coworkers. When people talk about, like, that's a coworker TV show or coworker
music, yeah, that's so
I think that's
dumb.
so...
I hate that.
Yeah, like, normie conveys, like, okay, this person is, like, not a fucking weirdo.
Yes.
Whereas, like, whereas, like, coworker is, like, it's like, you might as well call him an NPC. It's dehumanizing, like that, I feel like.
That's interesting, because, like, at least, like, 5 or 10 years ago, when I first started hearing, like, like, coworker music, because it used to only refer to music, right? And it would be, people would play, like, it would be, like, just the shittiest,
Dragons.
like...
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Even beyond that, like, Sleep Token style, like, sorry to any fans of Sleep Tokens listening.
I don't even know what the fuck Sleep Token is.
But, like...
Just sleep, perchance to dream token?
Ooh, true.
Pulling him out.
No, but, like, I always thought... Or, I think maybe in my mind, the perfect version of that is, what is it? Oh, what is it? And the people bowed and prayed. What's that song by Simon and Garfunkel?
That's not Bridge Over Troubled. Jesus,
Sound of
Silence.
Silence.
Yeah.
Specifically, the version that's like covered by like a screamo band or like a metal band or something. Or it's it's by like Avenged Sevenfold, and it's like people are like, dude, this is like the best song I've ever heard. That for me is like, okay, that's coworker music. It's like, okay, like I get it, right? Like that's your thing. It's really fucking not mine, right? And like,
interesting.
It has morphed into like the same sort of like bland, like like the same sort of like, I don't know, genre of like NPC. People refer to NPCs or like coworker or like slop, anything slop, right? And it's just like it's just stuff that they are not interested in, right? And I mean, they put normie in the same category, and it's like these words used to have meanings, you know. You used to be able to like sort of differentiate between types of people and what you would expect from them by the meanings of these words, and it's gone now because people just use them for like anything. They're just like, oh, I don't like X, Y, or Z, so it's like normie slop, and it's like, bro, it's just not what those like.
Slop bothers me. Slop definitely bothers me. Yeah, I think if you're referring to anything but AI slop as slop, I think you're like,
because that's what it started from, and then
it's like ramped up. Everyone is using the word slop everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we should get back to
I also think it's funny to refer to like Chipotle bowls as slop bowls. I just think that's funny because I get in there and I slop them up. I mix them around. I'm eating slop. You know, point me to the trough. You feel me? Anyway, back to the Oscars. Yeah, what's up?
Do you have any other, I guess, hot takes based on what you're seeing?
No, I mean, I'll say the movies I see on here a lot. Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and those are all sort of like looking to watch. And then F1. Not in your fucking life am I watching that, kid. Yeah. Phone, not watching it. Frankenstein, I'll be Frank and Stein, and I'm not watching it. And
good call.
Yeah, and I mean Begonia, which we'll watch for the pod.
But it is crazy that you've named 8 of the 10, and you have not named a certain one of these 10. It's like staring you in the face. What's that?
Avatar?
No, the Best Picture noms?
Oh, no, I was just scrolling through all of the nominations, to be honest with you.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's really funny.
Let me go to Best
You've named...
That's funny that I was picking specifically the Best Picture, though. Let me find that. Which one did The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Train Dreams? I don't know any of those 3.
You're still missing one.
Sinners?
You're still missing... keep looking. Just keep scrolling through the 10.
I've named everything on this list
not.
at this point. Yes, I have.
You literally read them all out. Start at the top.
Begonia.
Okay.
F1 or Phone. Frankenstein. Hamnet.
You didn't say Hamnet.
I did say Hamnet. I definitely said. I said Hamnet and Marty Supreme. I said Hamnet earlier. 100%. Right, I said Hamnet.
Right. I'm okay. All right.
You're gonna cut it out. You're gonna cut it out, and then I'm going to look insane.
It's true. You caught me. Interesting. Yeah. No. I. Many of those are bad and not good. Many of the picture movies are Train Dreams is just, I mean, Dookie from a butt. Not worth your time.
Yeah.
But
okay.
But yeah, okay. Begonia did get nominated for 6, I want to say.
That's what I was saying. Like I was just saying what I saw across like a lot of these. And I was like, oh, like I saw Begonia a few times. There's obviously a lot
Hamnet
that I like.
Lot.
Yeah, Hamnet. That's why I mentioned Hamnet earlier when I was first saying that. But there were a lot that like Song Sung Blue, that like they had got like one nom, and I heard people sort of like talking about them recently, but not much like press outside of that, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, No Other Choice got blanked, which is pretty crazy. That was the one, shout out Saeed, that he had brought up a couple times to see. So that one did not get in. It was a good movie, though. Worth a watch. Okay. You'd like it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, like, Wicked for Good, totally snubbed. The last movie got like 8 nominations.
I mean, that's for good though, right? Like
it is truly for good. It's over, but it's just, I mean, it's a pretty damning like statement. Like that is a really crazy reaction to go. Like imagine if they were like Lord of the Rings, 1 and 2, love it, great. Here's all the nominations. The third one, nothing. It would just be. It's really crazy. It's the inverse that. Of what happened with Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, with Lord of the Rings, I would think that the second might be the weakest installment of the 3 and would, in my mind, not get, noms. The first and the third are so good. They're so good, man. Oh my god.
Yeah. The second one's still good, but it's the weird one. Because it's the middle,
Yeah. A lot of it's like, the end of the first one is where, like, the Fellowship breaks up, right? And then, like, from then on, like, Frodo and Samwise, like, they're not with the crew at all for the next 2.
Yeah.
But, like, they're also not at Mount Doom yet, so it's just, like weird Gollum adventures for, like, their time on screen.
Yeah. And all the political stuff that's going on. Yeah. So it's a strange one for sure. But that's kind of the trajectory for those movies was that the first one and the second one got a bunch of nominations but didn't win, but then the third one did. The third one got, and that was kind of like the coronation moment of like, okay, we're recognizing these as like a big achievement, all in one.
I'm surprised that the first one did not get more. I can understand people not vibing with the second.
They were very, they got nominated, like they got fucking nominated, but let me tell you exactly what the nomination totals are. I mean, Fellowship received 13 nominations for 74th for the Academy Awards and won 4. I almost said Twin Towers. 2 Towers won Best Visual Effects and Sound Editing, but was nominated for Best Picture, Art Direction, Film Edit. So like 7 nominations total, and then Return of the King is the one that got Best Picture and like, and it won like everything. It won like all 15 awards or whatever that it was nominated for. So not 15, but
yeah, deserved.
So
know,
truly,
least,
yeah. No, I don't disagree. I mean, it's a good movie, a great movie. I'm kind of curious what it was up against.
What was that?
Oh yeah,
2005?
it deserved 2003.
Wow.
So it was definitely deserved. Lost in Translation, Master and Commander, Mystic River, Seabiscuit, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, there's no question.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Two Towers came out in like 2002, right? Because it was right by.
Yeah, because they did them like back to back to back.
Yeah.
They?
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know what the release schedule was like, to be honest with you. I guess the first one was.
I think it was 1, 2.
Or something.
No, the first one was later than that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the first one I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, 2002 was Two Towers, the 2002 Towers, and Fellowship is 2001. Yeah, so they did back to back.
That's so nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, but they filmed them like back to back, right?
Yeah.
They were kind of like the idea was that they kind of pioneered that. I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah,
which is cool. And Sinners is the most nominated film of all time now. So
oh, shit. That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'll add it to the list. I will watch that one because I've heard a lot of really good buzz about it. I saw a couple of the scenes, specifically like scenes near the end. No spoilers, but the sort of popcorny scenes, I guess. Which
the best
fun.
scene in that movie is one that I imagine might have made the rounds on social media, but like I don't know if you would have seen. There's a musical kind of like set piece that maybe you saw.
I don't know what you're referring to, so no, and I'm just gonna leave it
at
that. Yeah,
good. Yeah. That's a really good movie. That's a movie made of small kind of moments, or like, I mean, there's a lot of big moments, but it's not just wow, cool action. Like there's a lot of like little stuff throughout.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I heard that it's like really great and it builds up, and then like right at the end it has like sort of not slasher-esque, but I guess like more like popcorn style, like more fun theater watching experience.
Yeah, I mean,
wrong with that,
it's an epic in the truest sense. It is truly like there's romance, there's action, there's horror, there's comedy, there's everything in there. So
yeah,
it's greater than the sum of its parts for that reason.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and I'd say definitely watch that One Battle, Marty Supreme. Oh my God, he's literally me. Like that
he's me for real.
Is just unrivaled.
Yeah,
he's just like me for real. The others though, I don't know. I don't think this was a bad year for movies, but I kind of am like, I don't think I rated a single movie 5 stars last year, like anything that came out.
Damn.
Which was pretty strange. There's a lot I still have to see. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna give Zootopia 2 5 stars, or fucking
that's definitely
F1.
An option, right? Yeah.
I don't think so, but
I'm surprised Anaconda didn't get a 5. Like, what did you think was missing there? Was it themes?
I just like, of the movies that like I agree with the general public on, I'm like, yeah, that was a good movie. Not my favorite ever movie, and then there are some movies with the general public, like I feel like I was very, like I wasn't completely in lockstep of like, this was the best fucking movie of the year, of the last 5 years. Like I didn't love anything, and then so I either liked stuff or found it like, what the fuck are these people seeing that I'm not seeing? Like I feel like there was a lot of that. Train Dreams was one of those, where I was like, man, or Frankenstein.
Frankenstein had a lot of like mass media appeal. Like I said, like my sort of quote unquote normie-ish friends before we went off on that tangent, like really seemed to like it. And so I think like the week after it dropped on Netflix, like a bunch of my friends were like, "Oh, dude, like you got to check this out. Like it's the perfect Halloween vibe." And then we did a pod, and you were like, "Don't fucking watch that, Ricky. It's horrible. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life."
Well, I've had several people who are like, "Oh, my friends say it's good. You're like stupid," and then they'll watch it and they'll be like, "You were right, actually. Like that movie fucking sucks."
Yeah,
I fell asleep to that movie 2 separate times. I do not fall asleep to movies often, and I was like, I could not stay awake for it. 2 separate times. It was so bad. It was crazy. It's so boring. You want to talk about slop? You're talking about fucking slop? Yeah, that's, yeah. Anyway, but hopefully this year, I mean, I'm excited for the season to wrap up. I think there's some exciting stuff going on at least. But excited for the 2026 movies. There's a lot to look forward to there.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Sorry I keep leaning out of frame. I'm trying to I'm trying to charge my headset right now. Because it is not.
Do you want to take a few minutes to just charge it?
No, it's not like plugging in right is the thing. If it dies, then you'll notice, and like, yeah, I'll have to find a different charger for it. But
so if you want to take like 5 minutes to just plug it in and charge it, I'd be okay with that.
All right. Give me a minute then. I'll be back.
Okay. Ricky has logged off, so he can't hear me. What he doesn't know is that I'm having something delivered to his house live because this is his birthday. So what we'll see, I'm trying to vamp here as long as I can until the delivery gets there. So we'll see what happens here. Anyway.
Oh, God, I forgot to pause. Okay,
Bro!
All right. Okay, well, it's doing it now. Wait, it's recording. I just have to. I have to pause and then redo it. It's going.
Myself. I'm
just gonna leave it going right now.
Okay, let's just go. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Fuck it. We'll do it
My
live.
name is Lane. That is Ricky. Jesus Christ. This is a podcast about movies that we want to watch. This was a Lane's frame this week. So this was the Lane choice of all time. 2.5 years into this podcast now. 2 years and change. I felt like it was time, coinciding with my birthday, that we watched this movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. Figured it would be, as I said, a gift to me to make everybody who watches this show, who follows along, watch it, including your court-ordered homework, Ricky. To watch this 4-hour movie. Almost 4 hours exactly, which is great.
It was, yeah. Also, it's funny that this is for your birthday, because that's when the episode's coming out, but it's also for my birthday, because that's when we're recording the episode. because we push back, because you were like, I don't really feel like it. I don't know, man. Listen, I was in a very mood the last...
It is your birthday, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Happy birthday, Ricky. And at some point, we're going to do something about that. But we're not going to do that right now, because we're not ready yet. So...
oh God, it's gonna be a game. Oh God.
But instead,
heavens release me!
Let's talk about Hamlet from 1996, directed by Kenneth Branagh. We have done just the one other Ken Branagh movie. Am I making that up? Right? Just Henry V? I feel
like you're not. I think it has just been Henry V.
Yeah, so I figured, but we have done other Shakespeare. We did the Othello, so figured it was time. We've been acclimated enough. But I'm curious, your gut reactions, because you had not seen Hamlet in any fashion before, right? You had not, like, read it or watched it or anything?
I don't believe so. No, I think we read through the play in high school. But, like... outside of that, no, I haven't seen it, like, performed, and I haven't seen any of, like, the movie adaptations for it.
Okay, yeah. The worst way, I mean, to like, encounter a play is, like, by reading it in school. Like, it's just the worst thing.
God, yeah.
It sucks.
Oh, yeah.
So, hopefully this made it a little bit more palatable for you, but, I sent you a screenshot of my Letterboxd logs of all of my various Hamlets I watched over the past week and a half. And I told you every time, basically every time,
movies as well.
Hamlet adaptations. Yeah. So, I had told you, like, every day that we delay the watch, I'm going to watch another adaptation. What else is not listed here is that, I also went and saw Hamlet. It just so happened that Hamlet was playing in town this weekend. I'm not shitting you. Yeah. A very hot Hamlet. The guy who played Hamlet was a babe too. I was like, this is like, we're cooking with gas.
I'd let him ham. You feel me?
Yeah, it's true. I would have. Shout out that guy. But what did you think of Ken Branagh's Hamlet?
I mean, it was great.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
I don't know what I was expecting, because when
but it wasn't
before,
this.
Well, no, when you were talking about it before, you were like, oh, like, it's just straight up the play. And I was like, okay, like, what do they mean by that?
What does that mean?
Is it like,
yeah.
Right. And I didn't know if it would be like play-like performances. And I think maybe in some ways it is.
Sure.
But a lot of that comes down to... Hi. Sorry. A lot of that comes down to how the play is sort of, like, formatted, right? And especially, like, the dialogue between characters.
Sure.
Because, like... And I don't think that this is an Old English thing, as much as I think it's, like, a... like, Old English plays type thing, right? Where there's just, like, large blocks of, like, dialogue where it's one character who just gets to speak for so fucking long. And
it's called like, a soliloquy. Yeah.
yeah. But the dialogue itself is like, it feels unnatural to a modern ear, right?
Yeah, a lot of it does. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't know whether that's a reflection of the time or like station to which these people are, sort of held, but I feel like it's not. I feel like it's just like for the play, right? Or am I?
Yeah, it's just a form of drama. Yeah, I mean, in the same way that people don't talk the way that they do in movies often, right? It's the same idea.
Yeah,
There's like a cinematic language. It's the same thing. Like people were not walking around being like, "To thine own self be true." Like that's not. I mean, they use turns of phrase and things, but it's not like they weren't talking in rhymed couplets and shit, So
right. Even like because even the even like the lowliest ditch digger, right? Like he was like he's like batting phrases around. I was like, damn, all right, my bad, buddy. He's called the one guy a dullard, and the guy's just sort of like giggling at him, and I was like, bro, those are fighting words, buddy. Bite your thumb at him. Come on, what's happening here?
I knew that you were going to latch on to the Gravedigger. I knew, not just because it's one of
Great
your guys,
character.
but also because of the character itself. Which I've got to
wait. Who is he?
Okay, this is where we get to the really tough part of the podcast, where I'm like, every single person in this movie is like a very famous actor, and you're like, I don't know any of them. That's Billy.
I know
Crystal.
one of them. Oh shit! I know Billy Crystal. Fuck, I know two of them.
It's crazy that you didn't know him by his voice and face. Like he sounds like Billy Crystal.
That wouldn't be enough to. Nah, I wouldn't get it off of that. No, yeah.
The fucking fiend. Well,
do you want to guess who I did get?
Robin Williams. I would have to guess. There's a few others. I don't expect you to know all of these actors, but there are quite a few that are from other movies that we've seen. And other actors that I think you would just know through osmosis. So, Kate Winslet is obviously Ophelia. So,
right,
you recognize her?
I recognize the name, most definitely. Yep,
sure. She's from Titanic, among other things.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
Jack Lemmon has a part in the very beginning. He plays Marcellus. So he's one of the guards.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Marcellus, but I don't know. Yeah. What, Jack Lemmon?
Jack Lemmon, yeah, which is the guy from The Apartment and Glengarry Glen Ross.
Oh!
Yeah. If you picture that face, that visage. Who else would you know? Obviously, you know Ken Branagh. You're gonna laugh. Either Rosencrantz or Guildenstern, I'm not sure which one. It's Rosencrantz. Is played by Timothy Spall, who you would best know as Peter Pettigrew. So,
okay.
Oh, he's in Secrets and Lies too. He's the dad in Secrets and Lies. So I was like, "There's a movie."
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see, Richard Attenborough, who is the English ambassador at the very end.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Guildenstern are dead. Yeah, he's in this. Judi Dench, I don't think you would have seen any. Oh yeah, Brad and Prejudice,
I've heard the name.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So she plays Hecuba in the play within the play. Like the scene. So like when the player king is telling the story about Priam and Pyrrhus, and he's kind of giving this like crazy monologue, and there's a flashback or like a to like the war. She plays Hecuba, the woman who like screams out because she sees the outcome of the fight. She's so she's in it for like 15 seconds. She's like literally in this movie for 15 seconds. This is an Oscar winning actress. She's in Pride and Prejudice. She plays the mean old lady at the end. Yeah. Yeah, she plays the Pride. No, she plays if you remember the sniveling guy, he's always talking about Lady Catherine de Bourgh, and she shows up at the end.
Yes, I remember the sniveling guy. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. So and then a bunch of other actors and actresses that I don't think you would know anything from, but that are very famous. So just like trust me, like dude, trust me if about like, everyone
Source,
down
dude,
to the
trust
me. That like even the most bit parts are played by pretty accomplished actors down to like the 30th build. So it's very impressive in that way. A lot of money.
Yeah.
On the screen here.
Yeah. It shows though. Like,
yeah.
I mean, the money's on screen, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's great. Yeah, I people, so the reason I said about like, it's just the play is not because so much of the, like, the movie is obviously transposed into this different time period, right? This is not taking place during like the Elizabethan era. So, this is taking place in like a more Victorian kind of like, slightly more modernized, but not fully modern.
Yeah. I mean, they've got like guns, bro. I was like,
yeah,
whoa, like what's happening here? Yeah.
So there's quite a bit of that, but then, the reason I said it's just the play, it's the full text of like, what is considered Hamlet, which you can, I'm sure, tell because it's 4 hours long. Usually Hamlet is adapted into a shorter version. Usually they'll either cut out Fortinbras or Rosencrantz and Guildenstern or like a couple other like little bits here and there. The Gravedigger scene sometimes is shortened. So like usually you see a Hamlet that's like 2.5 to 3 hours long is kind of what it is. So this is very ambitious, as we know Branagh likes to do, based on, again, Henry V. It's like, yeah, he wanted to do this big ass fucking ostentatious, campy, over the top thing. And so it works. I mean, it's excellent. I think I first watched this as a kid. This was like, I think the second Hamlet I watched. I think I had watched Laurence Olivier's from the 40s first. And so I just remember watching it and being so moved because I had read the play and I was so moved by that. And then watching this was just like, oh my God, this is literally me. Not me, but like literally I'm holding up my copy of Hamlet from 7th grade. Just being able to follow along, like word for word was really, really, really cool. And now watching it back, I have not seen it probably in 7 or so years, 8 years. I was really impressed by how much more there was to it than just the text of the play or whatever. There's a lot of like very interesting directorial choices and what he chooses to kind of order in what ways and stuff is cool. So anyway.
Now, when you say what he chooses to like order, it is just the text of the play. Does it not follow the play linearly, or?
There are some changes in where certain things are placed. But I think more or less it's so like, and a lot of that is to like it's not necessarily that the dialogue itself is changed order, but like, where are you putting flashbacks? Where are you choosing to add a little bit more like action or like other scenes or like cuts to, different things like that there's a lot of choices made there. Like for example, like the and this is maybe the most gratuitous one is that he shows Ophelia and Hamlet in bed, right? When she's talking to Polonius, there's this flashback of what we think is like her thinking like of their romance, their them having sex. Obviously they aren't doing that in the play. Like they're not, there's nothing in the text of the play that's
right.
Flashback to her, So, so those types of choices or like, certain like
that'd be so funny in like a play setting where it's just like they have like a window like off to the side.
But I mean that would be really funny. But no, so like things like that, or like when is he choosing to talk about or like show a flashback to Fortinbras, who in these scenes that are maybe dialogueless, like to show that kind of like this is still happening in the background. Like those types of choices I think are really compelling and unique. And now that I've watched, I don't even know, 7, 8 different adaptations of Hamlet in the last week, it's I think it stands to be my favorite for those reasons. There's a lot of things, like, there's a lot, it just can't compare. I think this is the most interesting psychological portrait of the character, and then I also think it's the most interesting commentary on, like, the institutions that are compelling, like the bigger kind of message. Like, it's very easy to be like, this is like Laurence Olivier, who is the man in Rebecca, Mr. De Winter, is Laurence Olivier. He also played Hamlet. He was the first, like, well-acclaimed Hamlet on screen, I would say, in the 40s. And he kind of, like, does some weird stuff with the play. He makes it a lot shorter, but he also, he opens it with, like, opening narration, and he's like, this is the story of a man who can't make up his mind, which is a kind of like a reductive way of thinking about this story, I think, but it's a common one. It's about, like, right? It's about indecision. It's about inaction, but, like, it's kind of like, there's so much more to it than that.
I mean, me personally, I don't see him as being a man of indecision.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, it's that he can't act. He's like, for whatever reason, he talks himself out of action. It's not so much that he's like, should I do it? It's like, no, there's other factors that are influencing him.
Right. In fact, he seems to be, for like large portions of the play, he's one of the only people who sort of tries to keep his wits about him and, like, what station he should be sort of, I guess, attained to. Specifically, I'm thinking of where he has the chance to kill his uncle
Claudius
in the chapel, and then he, like, restrains himself.
There's a great example of, like, a directorial choice, right? To be like, he shows him killing him, and then it's like not really what he's kind of just, like, daydreaming. So that's like that's a great way of, like, throwing people off, and also to kind of put you on your back foot of, like, this sudden scene of violence, and then no, he doesn't do it. He doesn't go through with it. So
now that you mentioned the, like, directorial choices, especially with, like, sprinkling in some action and whatnot, I am kind of seeing it more, because, like, I wasn't really viewing the movie through that lens. I'll say, this was a movie where I was, like, for large swaths of it, I was either, like, fully locked in, trying to decipher, like, what they were saying, because, like, certain parts of it are very confusing just in, like, how they turn their phrase. And then it got to a point where that became second nature, and then I'm locked in because of the fucking storyline. There was a solid 2 hours where I was like this, and then we hit intermission, and I was like, what how long has this movie been going on? It was at, like, the 3-hour mark, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's crazy. The way that there's, like, 2 things with this movie. One, the intermission is placed so late. Like, even that as a choice is crazy. It's like, it's so fucking late. You only have, like, an hour and 20 minutes left by the time it's over. But then, like, it just makes all these other Hamlets, like, feel like a walk in the park. It feels so short. The version that we saw on stage over the weekend was, like, adapted for, like, high schoolers. It was supposed to be, like, an educational play. And I was like, well, let's go see it anyway. So it was only, like, 100 minutes long. And I was like, man, this is like a fucking breeze. This is, this is like, I don't even know what. So it's funny how that works. But no, I get what you mean. You do have to pay attention. Like, this movie is hypnotic in a lot of ways. There's a lot of, like, very beautiful cinematography and, like, blocking and everything. But then it's also, like, the way the language is delivered is, I think, some of the best, like, Shakespearean, language that's, like, been delivered on screen. Yeah.
And specifically, like, the soliloquies and, like,
hypnotic
is soliloquies.
The
specifically the ways in which they're delivered are so hypnotic, right? And, like, the scene that, like, sort of flipped the switch for me was where Hamlet meets his father Hamlet out in the graveyard.
Oh fuck yeah, that shit is great. I love that scene.
It's just like zooming in on his lips, and he's like,
and their eyes. There's so much.
And they're going back and forth. Yeah.
The way that the king says, my queen. He like says, he puts like an O in the word queen. It's crazy.
Queen.
My queen. Yeah, I love it. I hear it. I don't really think of myself as someone who gets like verbal stims or whatever, but like that has definitely been one in the last week. Christopher and I have been focused on that one, but no, that scene too is great. Again, another directorial choice of like, I'm going to show Hamlet running through the. I'm going to show running through the forest and like the ground is opening up and steam is coming out of nowhere. My steam. But like it's
my
just,
steam.
You know, because it might, you know, you might just depict it as like Hamlet just like rounds the corner and shoos Horatio and the others away. Like it doesn't have to be this like, you know, this little horror set piece basically. It's very cool.
Yeah. He's stuck in the mystifying moors. It's like, all right.
Yeah. But then, I mean, just coming back to the language, like, there's some hammy shit in here. You know, they are hamming it up. They're
I'll let it ham.
Yeah. But it works, because the scale is so ambitious and so over the top and crazy. I mean, and like, a little on the nose. I'm not afraid to say it, you know. Oh, we're gonna put this movie about like self-reflection in like the mirrored hallway, like
yeah.
And you know, and these, you know, institutional chess match on a black and white checkered floor. And you know, the one thing that people like, people dog on this movie for that the on the noseness, but also for the way it's lit. Did you pick up on how bright it was? Did that like stand? Because I made a joke about it last week.
And it was excellent because I love to be able to see what's happening on my screen. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, it's great. Well, and it's beautiful. You know, you have these like luscious kind of like costumes and everybody is like dressed, you know, like head to toe in this like regalia. And obviously the sets are very beautiful. So I don't mind that it looks like it was shot inside Kohl's. Like that's fine with me. Like, you know, and I think that's a little bit of visual irony, you know, because it's such dark subject matter. Like I think that there's a little bit of that.
The lighting is not moody. At all.
Right. And I think that's the temptation. You think of Hamlet, you think of him holding the skull, right? You're looking at like, that's the iconic image is somebody holding a skull. And so you're like, okay, this is like, you know, a dark movie. It's a dark play. And there is a lot of dark subject matter, but it's not necessarily, you know, it's more interesting to kind of have it all very brightly lit, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's also, I going back to the scene where he's chasing after his father's ghost, that is like the darkest scenes are like the ones like right in the beginning where they're like outside at night. And even those are like fairly well lit, right? Like you can make out the details of everything around there. And you can, I mean, we talked about like the money being on the screen, right? Like the set's beautifully made.
Yeah, everything's a set other than the external shots of the castle. Like everything inside is like
That's
built.
so
like it's not a real place. Yeah, which is really cool. Yeah. It's awesome.
But I mean, it also, it's just so visually impressive to like watch that and be like, wow, like I'm seeing something real on my screen and like it's lit well and all of the details are like correct. This is awesome. You know, it's like,
yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. And you know, it's sincere, you know, despite all of the, like, the visual irony, right, and the hamminess, it is still, like, I think Branagh is such a performer. He's so, like, he's in it for love of the game, you know, that I think it really brings a level of, like, emotion and, like, grandiosity to it that I think wouldn't be there if it was just, like, there was a fucking Mel Gibson Hamlet a few years before this one. Like, it's just, and it's not even, like, bad. It's, like, fine, whatever, you know, he's fine. But it's very straightforward. It doesn't really make a lot of, like, interesting choices. And so instead it's just, like, I'm just doing Hamlet because we haven't done Hamlet in a while. And, like, we're getting into the point where Shakespeare's in vogue again, and so let's just try it out. And so it's just, other Hamlets tend to be like gothic noir, dirty. They're focused on the incest aspect, like the allegations and like whatever, and suicide. And this is like a movie that's a lot more well-rounded than that. And I think there's enough in the play to like suggest that there's merit there. So why not make a 4-hour movie that's like looks crazy and is a hall of mirrors, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think the incest is kind of not
it's
center
there,
stage,
but it's
like,
not. Yeah.
Just because it's like, as far as the text of the play goes, right? It's very apparent.
Well,
like,
and let me tell you that the Mel Gibson Hamlet, he like literally humps and maybe rapes his mom, like in the scene.
Okay,
it's really crazy. Yeah, he's like literally on top of her, being like in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed. He's like thrusting on top of her while she screams. It's fucking crazy. Spoilers for that movie. Don't watch it. But yeah, so this movie is a lot more like, despite being racy
in that regard.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just from the beginning, the uncle sort of like saying like, oh, my once sister, now queen. I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
queen.
bro, because queen. I have not, like, again, like, I haven't done this play. I haven't like gone through this play since high school. So I was pretty iffy about most of the details behind it.
Sure.
And as I was watching it, like I was like, oh yeah, okay, so like X, Y, and Z is gonna happen. But still, I don't know. It was more intriguing than I remember it.
Hell yeah.
And like whether that's by merit of the movie or the source material itself. I don't know. Also, I think it's maybe just the by like rendering of time onto myself, I've been able to maybe place different sort of I don't know, importance upon upon different parts of it. And so I can appreciate it more now.
Yeah, I get that. I feel the same way. When I was a kid, I remember a couple of things about this, like about watching this. I remember being like, man, they're spending so much time on this fucking Fortinbras guy. What the fuck does that matter? Like, all he does is he just comes in at the end. But now, obviously, as an adult, watching it now and really making the connection, like, oh, everyone's dressed in military regalia all the time. Like, constantly people are wearing, like, military uniforms. And there's, like, all of this talk, like, peppered in. It's a beautiful way of showing that, like, this is a very tumultuous time. And there's a lot of pressure in the political regime of, like, or, like, in the crown, basically, of why there's this, like, these machinations happening. It's a high tension time. There's like so much going on. So I think that adds a layer to it that, again, like if we're talking about institutions, Hamlet talks throughout the whole thing about like how fucked up Danish culture is, right? They're drinking, they're lecherous, they're cut purses, whatever. So it adds that extra pressure of, okay, so we have this existential threat basically hitting us as a country, or as royals, in the same way that, Hamlet is feeling pressured existentially on an individual level. It's a nice little mirroring that I did not pick up on as a kid, admittedly. I was just like, whoa, is this gay? Like, it was a big part for me. So.
Fortinbras, the guy? Or
No. A lot of people think that Hamlet and Horatio have like a little something.
Oh, a little something going on? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I could see that.
I've never seen it really portrayed in a movie very convincingly. I feel like I don't think that that's like the most interesting thing you can do. I'm not going to argue against if someone wants to play Horatio as like having an unrequited crush on Hamlet. I don't think there's anything in the play that says that isn't true, but
right.
I just don't think, like, Horatio's such an interesting character without all that, so I don't know that that's necessary. But as a kid, I was very much like, please kiss, please, I want you to kiss.
Yeah. Bro was ready to go out at the end with him too, unto eternal rest, like.
Yeah, that's like the strongest evidence that he is into Hamlet, is that he calls himself an antique Roman, like.
Yeah.
But no, Horatio's great, ride or die. I think this actor is so superb in this role. I think he brings the right amount of like groundedness and he's a very functional role, Horatio, to be, he's there kind of to be a support system for Hamlet, to show that Hamlet wasn't always fucking crazy, to show the strain that he causes on others, to be there at the end to explain what's going on to Fortinbras. But I think this actor does a tremendous job of just like holding it down. He's not hamming it up too much. He's really like, he's a great foil for Hamlet's like bleh, like, which Branagh is doing a lot of bleh in this.
Well, he kind of has to, like, especially
he's
with
pretending
his,
to be crazy.
His self-induced lunacy. His
antic disposition.
I mean, I loved that. You mentioned the movie was maybe a bit campy earlier, and like, I did not read it as such. I'll be honest with you. I mean, maybe that's just because I'm a campy person, but it did seem very campy, honest,
but hammy and cheesy. I think that Branagh does a lot of very over the top stuff with Hamlet, especially in those scenes where he's like, words, and he like, he does the crazy face. It's like, he does a lot of that. That's maybe a little bit too over the top, but I don't care because it fits. So it's, but it is like, he's going for that. He's definitely like, he's going as big as you would on stage, I think. In a movie.
He's playing for the rafters.
Yes.
Which I appreciate. I enjoy the fuck out of, like.
Yeah.
It makes the movie feel play-like in certain regards. It's like all the best version, or like all the best parts of a play and of a movie, right? Because you can get these sort of like more interesting or unique sort of like camera angles and lighting and like focus upon different characters.
Movie
while
magic.
At the same time,
doing movie magic.
Yeah. While at the same time you're getting this like very sort of heartfelt, like really intense performances, and it feels like you're in like the front row, or maybe a bit back, and you have those funny like little glasses, the little binocular things, right, that you're holding up to your eyes. But you can really see like all of the emotions on the actors' faces, and it's great. It's really great.
Well, and you get the sense that most of these actors, and I'm pretty sure most of them have done Hamlet or have done other like Shakespeare. They've worked with this type of language before, so their delivery of it is a little bit more second nature. Like Derek Jacobi, who plays Claudius, fucking outstanding. Like, I love his performance in this. He might be my favorite performance in the whole movie. He's just he does such a careful job of like menace, a good guy gone whatever, rogue, or like he kind of like balances, like, you don't get this, like, at first you're like, this guy fucking sucks, he's evil, he killed his brother, whatever, we want him dead, fuck you, Claudius. And then as it goes on, you see him like wrestling with himself, even though he doesn't get as many like moments of monologue to talk himself through these things. He puts on, even in scenes where he's not talking, where he's like another character listening in, you just see him reacting without dialogue to, the way that Gertrude is talking, or the way Ophelia is talking, or Polonius. And it's just, he does just such a great job effortlessly of conveying like inner turmoil and regret and rage and fear and, and bloodlust without talking. And he's just phenomenal. It's so good.
Yeah, he's excellent. And it is like that type of layered performance that you kind of can't really get out of a play, right? I mean, I think you definitely can, but again, like,
it's harder.
It's much harder. And specifically, I'm thinking of the scenes where like he is just like an extra, or he's just listening in. It's hard to sort of like frame him in such a way that you can like actually like appreciate what an interesting performance he's putting on. But yeah, he's awesome. I don't know, the whole. He's so hateable, right, in the beginning. Yeah. Like, in the beginning, it's so gung-ho, like, let's go, Hamlet, get in there, kill that guy. Like, when he was in the chapel, I was like, ice him right now, bro, like, do it.
Well, and it's, and they have him styled, like, fucking crazy. Like, they have him looking insane. Like, he has this, like, very severe haircut. He's got these really intense eyes. He's got the big jowly, beard. And then, of course he's wearing, like, king's armor or whatever. So it's very, like he just looks like an asshole. Like, he just, in a great way. Yeah. So it really adds to it. And then, as the play goes on, you're like, oh, wait, he has regret. Like, he does seem to actually care for Gertrude. It's not like she's just, like, the spoils of the crown. Like, he really does care about her. So it's tricky.
It's also that it doesn't seem like he holds much animosity towards young Hamlet, right?
At first, especially, yeah.
At first, yes, in the beginning, and that's what sort of like softened me to him, because it's like, oh, okay, well,
he's just trying to make the best of what he did, like, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's like, like he had a horrible, like, power grab. Don't condone that. It's like, listen, I knew about his, governing policies. Wasn't aware of his horrendous power grab against his brother. My bad. He's canceled, right? But no, it does add, like, a depth of character, which I think is very interesting. And again, something that, like, you maybe don't get out of your, like, middle school or high school performance of Hamlet.
Sure. Well, right? Even other performances of Hamlet. Now, again, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm trying not
I mean, you're
to,
the
like,
expert, right? No. Like, do talk about it,
true.
Right?
I don't want this to just be me talking about these other versions of Hamlet you haven't seen, but having watched now so many of them in the past week, and several of them I had seen before, it's just like, you can interpret these characters from the dialogue many different ways, right? Gertrude, did she know about this? Did she know what happened to the king? Maybe she turned a blind eye. Maybe she was complicit, right? Same with, at the end, it's like, does she know that she's drinking poison? Some places, some movies interpret it that way, or performances interpret that she makes the sacrifice for Hamlet. Some don't. Did Ophelia and Hamlet actually sleep together? In this movie, they did. In other movies, it's not clear, right? How much is she lying to Polonius? All of those things are very, like, up for interpretation. How much does Claudius regret? Like, is he truly regretful, or is he, just, like, kind of, like, playing it as if he should be? He is maybe more, like, guilty than regretful. Like, all of those things are choices that are made. And I think this cast does a really good job of kind of stepping up to the plate in, like, such a huge production with so much going on and so much, like, opportunity to kind of show your ass. They do a great job, like you're saying, of giving what a play cannot. Which is these big performances. Yeah.
And I mean, mixed in with, like, very play-like performances as well, though. I mean, like you said, like, it does seem like they're well versed in Hamlet, and a lot of the, like, Old English does seem like it's second nature. It instead of maybe being, like, drilled into, because, like, there's definitely some performances that you watch and you're like, oh, like, that certainly was practiced a lot, right?
Right. Which I wanted to kind of ask you, because if you haven't read this in a while, maybe it shocked you a bit. How many lines did you, like, recognize?
Not a ton. One of my aunts is giving me a call. Can you give me, like, 1 minute?
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, take your time.
Hey, Alice, what's up?
Ricky taking a birthday call from his aunts. Meanwhile, my Grubhub order of all of the things that I'm having delivered to his house has still not arrived. So this is giving me a great opportunity to check in and maybe make a phone call myself.
Hey, what's up? Sorry that went so long.
You're good. Do me a favor and go look outside your front door, and if you don't see anything, will you look outside the front of the building too? Or Ricky. Did you find something?
Here, yes. Yes.
Something got here? Okay. Cool. Well, let's take a moment. Earlier you had...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's annoying. I wonder how long it was here. I've been on the
not
chat
very, because the ice cream is not that melted, so...
Okay. So wait, you already opened it all? That's a shame.
It came opened. It came as an open bag, if you want to see what it looks like.
I believe you. Did you look through it?
I mean, a little. It's a big open bag, bro.
So happy birthday. So it's the year of the car. So
this was how it was delivered to me.
Ricky is holding up a huge, like a comically large paper bag with handles.
Yes.
A paper grocery bag. Do you want to walk through everything that's in there?
Yeah, I will. So first was an ice cream, little pint of ice cream, which is currently in the freezer.
Good.
And was not wholly melted, at least from the side structural stability from me picking it up.
It's also negative 85 degrees outside, so I'm not surprised that it's not melted. But
that's true. It was inside though. It was right outside my door.
Oh,
I did not
sure.
check it.
Okay.
I also want to let you know that my door currently has a happy birthday banner hanging across it. So
okay.
yeah,
okay,
very
nice.
funny for them to drop it off there.
So it was birthday cake ice cream. In case you didn't clock that too. I was gonna send you an entire ice cream cake, and then Chris said that would be over too much. So that would have been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got me windshield washer fluid to survive the next 12 years. A scraper for the ice and snow. A first aid kit for all of my boo-boos, which I do get.
Yes.
I am accident prone. Some Clorox wipes, which I am actually really happy for because I have Clorox wipes in there already because I need them to wipe down the car every so often.
Yeah. What are you doing in your car that you need to wipe it down so often? That's scary.
No, the outside of it, because it was covered in bird shit, and I took it to the
wiping
car wash.
Hello?
What? Yeah. I mean, I gotta get it off somehow, bro.
Dude, okay, go to a better car wash that has rags that you can use. Please, don't use Clorox wipes in your car. Oh my god.
I was Sai and Tim were telling me to go to Red Zone, because they have a sprayer that you can use yourself, and I was like, all right, I might check that out sometime.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah, but Febreze car, the little clip-on things for the air conditioner heater.
Yeah.
The AC unit. A tire gauge, which is actually really good because my tires have been beeping. I need to fill them. So I was going to get that figured out, at some point in time. And hand sanitizer.
So yes, congrats on your car. Those things all belong in the car except the ice cream. Don't do that. Lynn. I was gonna send you antifreeze, and then I was like, no, I'm not. That seems like a threat.
He'll kill himself with that. Yeah,
yeah, he will not to be. After that,
it's so funny. The aunt that I was just talking with, so it was one of my aunts, but then my other aunt, the one who gave me the car, was with her, and so we were all talking. That's why it went a lot longer than I thought it would, because I thought it was just one of my aunts, but it was two of my aunts, one of my uncles, and she was sort of ribbing me because she was like, Rick, I was supposed to get that car, and instead I went and bought my own truck a month before your uncle passed. Now, if he had passed even just a month earlier, then I'd be sitting in that car right now, Rick. And I was like, all right, well,
if
sorry,
Hamlet had
not
just
sorry.
killed his uncle 1 month earlier.
Yeah. All of this could have been avoided.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, congrats on the car. It's the year of the car. Happy birthday.
It is the year of the car. Thank you
especially,
so much.
Please keep the Clorox wipes and the hand sanitizer and stuff inside the car and use them inside the car.
And
My
don't
thinking
wipe
was
the outside of the car with it.
At some point, I'm sure I am going to be in your car. At some point in the future, I will be in your car, and I want it to be a nice experience. So really, this was a gift to myself for my birthday.
The phrasing on that was so akin to a threat. At some point in the future, I will find myself inside of your car.
I will find you.
I pray it meets my standards.
All right. So I don't remember. Jesus. I was joking about how this was going to be our first 3-hour episode, and I think it's going to be our 3-hour episode, but not because of the content, but because we've taken 3 breaks now.
I know, yeah.
But no, you were talking about whether you had recognized anything from the play, any lines, what lines you had recognized.
Oh, Alas, Poor Yorick, I knew him well. That's a classic.
That's not what he says, actually, but...
Oh, is it not?
No, that's a common thing. He says, Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio.
Oh, you're right. You're right, because Because when I was watching it, that did
you were like, that's not what he says.
He doesn't say. Yeah, I was like, he doesn't say I do it well. That was weird.
Yeah.
I think after that he does say something along the lines of like, oh, like, for I had kissed his lips so often, one that I had known so well, yada yada.
Here hung those lips. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. There were others. There were definitely more that I was thinking about right before we cut away to me having another conversation. What are some lines that stick out a lot to you, Lane? Because, I mean, you're the resident expert, right?
Well, sure. I mean, there's a lot of... It's to the point now where I can't tell what lines are really famous and which ones I just know from the play and like are very iconic. Yeah, like obviously, like To Be or Not to Be is like the big question. One. Yeah. The rest is silence. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. I say hoist by his own petard often, and people will look at me and be like, "What did you just call me?" And I'm like, "No, it's the play. It's Hamlet. Hamlet says it." I mean, actually,
when does he say that? Because I feel like I've heard that phrase honestly so often recently. Like
I think you probably
often.
have heard it. You've probably heard it from me. But yeah, it's
I've seen people riffing on it on Twitter, and it's like they'll be like, "Oh, like it's like the me sowing, me reaping thing," and they're like,
like, that's what it is.
Me putting on my petard, me being hoisted by my petard."
But yeah, so they're basically he's talking about Rosencrantz and Guildenstern carrying like the letters. Or like taking the letter to England, and so he's talking about like, well, I trust them not, and then they're gonna end up like, reaping what they sow, basically. So, So there's that, which again, I said that to Chris. Like I remember the first time I said it to Chris. Chris looked at me like I made up a new slur. Like he was like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah, that's tough in modern day English. It's tough to pull off some of these, old phrases. Yeah.
The play's The Thing, in which I'll catch the conscience of the king. People say the play's The Thing. To thine own self be true, neither a borrower nor a lender be. Trying to think of some of the others. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, infinite jest. Trying to think of some others.
Didn't like that book.
Did you read Infinite Jest? That's crazy. Did you really?
No, I'm not a part of the right-wing manosphere. But
is that a manosphere book? Oh, I think of that as a leftist, like annoying lib man book. Manosphere, yes, but not.
I'll say that was very big in the early days of Teapot, from a very particular type of guy that I did not want to become, and I was like, I'm just not going to read this. Actually,
are you still hanging out with them? Are you still running around with that crew? Because I was worried about you for
no, because I'd say like 2 or 3 years ago, the demographics of it changed a lot, and now people who maybe were specifically not a part of that in-group because of their ideological beliefs are now, being hoisted by their own petards there, right? Yeah. And I want to be a part of it, so.
Fair. Nothing's good or bad, but thinking makes it so. There's like 1 or 2 others. Oh, Get Thee to a Nunnery. I feel like that's iconic. More people don't say that, but it's iconic. Being cruel to be kind. There's like one more that I'm really struggling to remember. Fuck. You mentioned Yorick. Oh, something is rotten in the state of Denmark. That's a common one. People say that. Like, something is rotten in the blank. But yeah, I think those are the biggest ones. But there's a lot of like other phrases that are like, I think iconic, even though they're not common terms of phrase. What a piece of work is man. I think that's somewhat common. Anyway, fun to see this language deployed this way.
Yeah, and there's definitely a lot of like turns of phrases which have become commonplace, which were sort of like coined originally in a lot of Shakespeare's work. Or at least popularized, if not coined. Although I do know that he made up like a bunch of words, right? So it's like, okay, well, it's kind of
and it's not even
delineate between
it's not. I think part of it is not so much that he made the words up as that he was the one who, like, plucked them out of the cultural consciousness and, like, wrote them down, right? Like,
right.
If you know, it's like if one of us became a playwright and we started and we, like, made, like, the villain. Like, we didn't invent the villain, which is, like, a stupid inside joke that no one's gonna get. But, like, if we wrote that down and then people, like, you know, started using it more commonly, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily, or, like, how do you know what meme-y things to, like, make part of the canon, you know?
Right. I was going to say, it does remind me a lot of how linguistics, especially modern day linguistics, develops, like, very rapidly based off of like memes. Peak, lit. And I mean, you can say that a lot of this does come, like, out of queer culture or out of black culture, and, you know, depending upon who you talk to, these rib off of each other very often, right? So it's kind of difficult to, like, pin down a source for it, but it does eventually become sort of, like,
normalized or popularized.
Ensconced in the, you know,
well, there was
but
there was the weather headline that I shared with you guys a couple weeks ago or like a month ago that was like, this weather is not it. More, you know, snow to come or something. And I was like, like, that was the headline. And I was like, I like stroked out reading it because I was like, what the fuck are you trying to say? Not realizing that this person was, like, using slang. And it was so bizarre. So sometimes it can be very jarring to see that stuff written down, but then you have the inverse effect of this, like, extremely old English and being like, oh, that's where that came from, like, you know, which is fun. Because he did coin, or at least, like, he gets credited for, you know, having the eagle eye of, like, Shakespeare does of being like, oh yeah, this is something worth writing down and incorporate. Because there's probably, like, all kinds of turns of phrase and shit that were being said back then that just, like, we're like, meh, that's not really that cool. That doesn't sound that good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And they just completely
going to the
fell
meme
off.
graveyard. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Speaking of, this does not appear in the play, but I did listen back through to the commentary of this movie because
that's crazy.
I couldn't be. I wasn't done with it.
Did you actually watch the 4-hour with the commentary?
Oh yeah, all 4 fucking hours, and it's Branagh with a Shakespearean, like, historian, which was cool. So they're talking about the movie, but also about the language. But at one point, I can't remember what the context was, but because it was a 4-hour fucking journey. But at one point, Branagh says, "Well, it's horses for courses." And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I've never heard that before. Like, and I looked it up, and it means, it's just like, you know, different strokes for different folks, kind of same idea. Like, there's different deployments of different tools. So yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'd never heard that before. It really, like, I paused. All 4 hours. It was crazy. The British are different.
I mean, I was going to say, it's nuts how, like, especially nowadays, there are some turns of phrases which, I mean, working with, like, international workers sometimes, I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're saying right now at all.
And I don't know how to convey this to you in a way that is not an idiom, like what I'm trying, like that can be difficult too. I also work with, like, an international team, and it's like, I don't know how to describe this, like, other than, like, the hamburger menu. I don't know what to call the hamburger menu. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. Speaking of, just coming back to Branagh, because I think he is, like, one of the great auteurs, if not the greatest, my favorite. Can you roll your R's? Have we talked about this? Because he does it in this movie. But he like, kept the fucking bit up in the commentary. He's, like, rolling his R's at the start of words, like, when he's just, like, talking about, like, cinematography or, like, the choreography of the scene. He'll just be like, yes, we're doing the royal thing. And I'm like, well, how the fuck do you do that? Like, you're just doing that for fun? Like, just because it just sounds good? Like, it speaks to, I think, how over the top this fucking guy is. He also slept his way through, like, every woman under 30, I think, for, like, a 5-year period.
Good on him, bro.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. But what do you think of the story? I'm just cracking into the notes, by the way. I don't know about you, but
yeah, no, you're good. Like the story of Hamlet itself?
Yeah, like what do you think of like setting aside the movie? Like you mentioned that you were like locked into the storyline.
Yeah, yeah. I love an epic tragedy, bro. That's all me.
Hell yeah.
Drizzle some politics in there. Oh, a tortured soul.
Good shit.
He's so me for real. Like
it really is. Like people will be like, "Oh, Hamlet's about existentialism. Hamlet's about suicide. Hamlet's about depression. Hamlet's whatever about inaction." Hamlet is about how annoying it is to your friends when you're depressed. Like that is what Hamlet's
True.
like. How you're just like when you're depressed, bro. You're fucking like so annoying. Like that's the core like argument of this play. He just like ruins everyone's day that he comes into contact with. Even Horatio is like, "Oh, are you sure you want to do this, dude?" Like constantly.
When he's like out of his room and like he's finally like doing something and his parents are like, "Oh, look who's out of his room, setting on a play for us, little Hamlet. How nice is that? You got your little friends here and all. That's so cute. Good for you, buddy." And then he's back in his room for fucking 6 months. Back to England for 6 months before he comes back to kill him. Like,
they send him
fuck you guys.
Well, but they, he is not exactly an innocent babe in all of this either.
Right.
But so, like, he treats Ophelia like shit. He treats his friends Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. He clocks that they're here on an ulterior motive, but they are also, I think, genuinely concerned at times.
Yeah.
He's wilding out at people. He treats Polonius like an ass. Like, even Ophelia and Polonius, like, Polonius is a jerk. Like, that's sure.
Yeah.
But he does care about Ophelia, and he does potentially have a path to be with her, or he thinks he does. So it's like the fact that he's willing to alienate her and her father is so, dickish. Like it's just such a it's just a dick move. And of course he has these motives with the ghost, of course, but like it's like, man, he's so self-obsessed. Like, is this really the best way that you're going to do this? Like, is this really, you couldn't find another way like to get at this?
Yeah. I mean, the ghost being like him torturing himself, even though others proclaimed and like brought him to it to begin with, right? But then later when he's with his mother and he's like, "Don't you see it? Like, do you not see the ghost of my father here?" I don't know, it's cool. That's, I think, maybe interesting, and I don't know if it's the first time, but it's certainly very early in storytelling where they have like an unreliable narrator who, like, I don't know. It's weird because, like, well, obviously that's a thing of the time.
Yeah, well, do you think that Hamlet is an unreliable witness? Like, do you think you can't, like, what about it is unreliable?
Yeah. I mean, I would say, it's kind of, I don't know. It's like, how much do you want to take at face value that, like, what they're saying, like, is coming to pass in terms of, like, the supernatural with the ghosts and everything, right? Yeah. Because it definitely does seem like it's his own tortured soul, right? Like, playing it onto himself.
The king's or Hamlet, like young Hamlet.
Hamlet himself, like young Hamlet, like it's his tortured soul that he's sort of like plying this mission on. I mean, but he does get like divine revelation, or like not divine revelation, but he does get information that he doesn't know.
So you don't take it at face value that this is a real ghost that's the king, the former king.
I don't know. I did it first, but then when he was with his mother and she doesn't see it, it's like, oh, like the king doesn't only appears to his like loyal retainers and to Hamlet.
Horatio. I mean, and the guards, right? Like,
well, that's what I meant by his retainers, the guards. Yeah. But yeah,
interesting. But like, how would he be able to divine, right, that he was poisoned? Or that the king was poisoned.
No,
right?
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You do have that, like, oh, he has some revelation given unto him. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right. I think something I kind of clocked in this watch was that, the king stresses to him, like, do not taint your mind. Like he says, like, taint not thy wit, or something. He says something to that effect. Which makes me think that Hamlet had a bit of a crazy problem before all of this. Like, I kind of get the feeling that was like, you know, if that's your dad talking to you, your dad isn't just like, just don't go crazy now out of nowhere, right? Like, your dad's like, so it kind of like makes me think that there's, you know, you don't get a lot of backstory, right? You don't necessarily, like, you get a lot of information from, like, we know he's a learned man, we know he's got these long-term relationships, we know he's been with Ophelia, so he's, like, a little older, but, like, we don't necessarily know what he was like before this, other than some of those, like, basic facts. So, like, the idea that maybe he was a little bit maybe rash, or maybe, you know, maybe like this thing, you know, the king himself would be able to clock, like, what might come to pass, which is that Hamlet, you know, goes a little bit off his rocker about it.
Yeah, and well, like, his mother and his uncle, when he's, like, putting on the performance of him being insane, right? Like, they both kind of treat it like, oh, like, why is he doing this?
Yeah.
Where they're kind of like 50-50 with, like, okay, like, how serious should we take this, really? Which is, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It does sort of, like, point to, oh, okay, like, maybe in the past he's been known for, like, theatrics.
This shit again. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, even in the intro sequence, his uncle was like, It's like, come on, dude. Like, take off the black clothes. Like, come and enjoy. It's been a month since your dad died. Like, come on. You gotta mope around all day.
Yeah. Which is funny. But you can see that he, like you said earlier, he is trying to extend a bit of a hand. He wants, you know, obviously, even just for, like, purely political purposes, it's good to have a unified front. But also, you get the sense he cares about him. He cares about him because he's Gertrude's kid, you know. So it's only later on when he's like, all right, I gotta get rid of this pipsqueak. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So
once he starts killing people, he's like, all right, buddy.
Yeah. The Polonius thing is tough. We haven't talked much about Polonius or Ophelia, or I don't even know if we've mentioned Laertes. I don't, like...
No, we haven't. We haven't touched on any of it. Yeah. I mean, Ophelia a little bit, but...
Ophelia is... Polonius is the most fun, I think, character to see in all of these, short of, like, the purely comedic characters. Like, Polonius is the one who has some of the most, like, layered, no pun intended, kind of like characterization, because it's like you can play him very silly, you can play him very bumbling, you can play him conniving and sniveling and, like, wretched, you know? You can kind of play him, like, as a mix of all those things. And I like that this movie does strike a balance. Like, it's kind of a well-rounded Polonius that isn't too silly, but also not too menacing. Not like, he's not, like, grabbing Ophelia and screaming at her, but he's also not, like, you know, just, like, being like, hoo, I'm a doddering old fool. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Ophelia, I think, is the absolute hardest character in this play to play. I think, like...
Yeah.
It is tough to play crazy. It's tough to play, like, I have gone mad, and not, like, whatever Hamlet's doing. Like, that is really, like, not just, like, psychologically tough, but also tough to do in a way that isn't cringeworthy. Like, having now watched so many. Like, it can get so over the top and, like, embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and especially in a movie that, like we talked about earlier, goes so over the top with so many performances. To be able to be convincing and also, like, be fitting within that sort of, like, bombastic range, and not be cringeworthy is such a fine line. And she nails it. She nails it.
She's the best one. Yeah. I think so.
It's crazy to watch her, like, her mentality sort of develop, or, like, her, I guess her mental state deteriorate throughout the film. And I mean, it's, like, all understandable. It's all like, damn, like, this shit fucking sucks, bro. But at the same time, I mean, Hamlet is a real dickhead to her, especially at the, during the play, which is just like...
after, where he's just...
It's essentially just like him...
Making really baughty jokes. Yeah.
Well, he's making an ass of himself, and also, by extension, her, and, like, the king and queen, right? And like, really, he's... queen. And he's, like, definitely trying to, like, stab at the king and queen with that, right? But he like, loses himself within it, you know? He's so heady about it.
He goes too hard.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, well, fuck it. Like, if I'm if I'm like airing some of these grievances, I'm airing all of them, you know? Fuck everybody here. And he starts like going down his shit list. It's like, all right, bro. And really his shit list is quite short because it's like Ophelia, like king, queen. And it's like, all right, bro. Like,
yeah. No, it's, you're right. He does, like, you don't get a ton of scenes with Ophelia. Like, there aren't, like, she's not the most prominent, you know, character in the play. I think they do a good job of showing where they can a little bit more of her, with the flashback, with her reaction immediately after Polonius's death, where she's like screaming. You see her like, kind of like watching through the window as his body's being carried off. You see her room being raided. Like all that's not in the play. So I think they do a good job of kind of expanding on that because she is such an iconic, like character in literature for her to have like kind of short shrift, in a lot of ways, just like she's manhandled and like kind of manipulated and whatever, treated like shit, controlled, in the play. So to give her just a little bit more screen time and like, like more of a descent than just like a snapping is really good. I think like you're describing, like you get to see Kate Winslet play that. And she does a good job. I think, you know, the singing kicks some actresses' ass. Like this, like not like that they can't sing, but just like singing in a way that doesn't feel like really cheesy and almost like horror villain-esque in a way, or like, you know, like
I
like
get
really,
what you get. Yeah.
Like child, like I'm singing in a sing-songy voice like a children's nursery rhyme, and it's scary because like it just I think that's really hard to do, and she does a really good job of it. So that's Laertes is like, I think, kind of the most boring character in the play because he doesn't have, he's gone for like the middle 2 hours of it, right? But he doesn't have as much of an arc. His arc is basically he is what Hamlet can't be, which is like a man of action in the same way that Fortinbras is. But so you're like, okay, you get the sense that this is like a strong, upstanding guy. He gives Ophelia his parting words. Then he comes back and wants to kill Hamlet, basically. Well, first wants to kill the king and then wants to kill Hamlet. And then he does, and then it's over. Like, you know.
And when he pulls up to the king, too, he's like, he's got the sword drawn. He's like, bro,
he's got the rabble-rousers.
I am here to kill you. You're dying, buddy. Yeah.
That scene, too, the blocking is really, really good. Like, the choreography. Yeah. This movie was nominated for, like, 2 or 3 Oscars. Didn't win any, but it wasn't nominated for cinematography, which is fucking insane to me. Like one of the craziest things, because I mean, like, not that like most cinematography is best cinematography, but you really have to fucking give it to them that like they were playing with all these mirrors, and there is so much attention played to like where people are standing and how the camera is moving back and forth and like around these groups. There's these really long shots of like complex choreography of people moving so that the camera is blocked from the mirror. People's faces are showing when they're speaking or when they're reacting. Like there's just so much attention to that detail. The fact that this movie did, like, that's one of the biggest snubs, I think, like ever. Like it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. But so yeah, with Laertes, like, when he pulls out the sword and him and, Claudius and Gertrude are all talking, and Gertrude is like, you know, trying to hold him back, and he's like, just let him do his thing. Like, if he kills me, he kills me. It's just very tense. It's a cool staging of that scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, then he jumps into Ophelia's grave, which is nuts every time I see it. I'm like, that's so gross, bro. Like, I get back then it wasn't as like, right, you weren't embalmed and like dead for a few days before you got buried necessarily, but like, it's just gives you the heebie-jeebies.
I mean, she drowned herself, right?
Either drowned herself or drowned accidentally. It's unclear. It's not really.
Okay. Yeah. Because we see her, like, the scene before that, she's, like, escaping with the key that she had hidden in her mouth, right?
Yeah. And that's Gertrude, when she just gives her little speech of, like, there's a willow that grows aslant a brook. That's when she says, like, Ophelia was out on a branch, like picking flowers, and she fell in, and then just either didn't get out or couldn't get out, or it was so crazy that she didn't even think to get out. So it's kind of like, did she or didn't she?
Okay, yeah. But that's like that's not taboo. Good for the body, right? That's like, I also mean, like, too. In terms of, like, hopping into the grave afterwards, like, that's
that's tough.
There's some grossities going on there, man, like...
Yeah.
Well, obviously the whole thing is really gross, but it's just definitely a different time, and they didn't like know about like germs or anything, right? Yeah. Like, I guess.
Well, so they knew that dead bodies had plague and stuff, or like had
pestilence.
Illness. I do think that it's supposed to be a little bit of a taboo, like, because then immediately Hamlet is like, no one's gonna be dramatic me. That's not so he has to come in and be like, what display is this? So I think it's supposed to be a little bit taboo and a little bit like, what the fuck is happening? Like, get out of there, but it is, I think there's a level of like, forgiveness you give for it being an older play.
Okay. Yeah.
But,
it's definitely dramatic. I'll give him that, right?
Like, right. Yeah,
and Hamlet does say, like, "Hey, like, who the fuck is like, who the fuck's upscaling me with this?" Upstaging me.
Yeah. Which is great. And then they fight, and then they're like, "Haha, it's all fine."
They agreed to a gentleman's duel. Yeah.
Well, first Hamlet gets sent to, or he comes back from being kidnapped by pirates, which is crazy that they don't show that, of all things. Like, this is a pretty famous play for having like really crazy shit like ghosts and incest and pirates. And so the fact that they don't show the pirates in flashback is strange. Probably like a budgetary thing, but you would expect it in this type of in this production.
No, I thought that was one that was sort of open-ended as well. I thought that was one of those open-ended, because like when they receive letters from him, they're like, oh, like, we got a missive and it was delivered to, like, yada yada from the pirates, according to them. Like, they're sort of, like, almost dismissive of the idea that there are pirates, and it's just Hamlet sort of, running away. No, there are, like, it's he's
literally pirates. Okay. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So he switches out the letters, but then the pirates come and, like, kidnap him and others. And so, like, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern go off to England still, and he goes off with the pirates. The pirates end up shipwrecking or something along those lines, and that's how he ends up getting away. So there's a little bit of hand waving, it's a little bit Deus Ex Machina, but like, why not?
Why not? Yeah. It's all in good fun, right?
But he sends his friends to death. He's like, fuck them guys. Yeah. So
he definitely because he's like, oh, they come to me as like pit adders, with
false fangs or something. He says something. Yeah.
So like he immediately was like, oh, I don't fuck with these guys at all anymore. Like, they're gonna be bought by like my uncle and mom. Fuck these guys.
Yeah. It's good. It's cool. It shows that he's come back a changed man. After all of that. And what did you think of, what'd you think of Robin Williams?
Excellent performance. What a great guy. I love to see him on my screen. Get that guy on my screen more.
Yeah.
All of the time.
True. He is fun here. A little bit more effete than I would like to see. I'm like, oh, you're kind of doing like a little bit of a gay stereotype here. Maybe more than I think you needed to. Like that.
He wasn't quite
Osric,
Birdcage yet, but he was like, was getting there.
Well, the Birdcage is like later than or earlier than this movie, which is what is like the Birdcage is from like 93, I think, or maybe it's the same year. Actually, now that I'm saying that, hold please. Robin Williams is like 12th build. That's so crazy. No, it is the same year. So it's the same exact year. So maybe that was just the mode he was in. But I was like, okay, we're doing the whole like, a femininity or femininity on a man is like humorous. Okay. Cause he's doing kind of like a little bit of a lisp, and which Robin Williams did all the time. Like, he did a lot of like pretty homophobic stereotypes and shit in his stand up, especially. But, So, but I mean, still, it's like delightful to see him, especially he delivers the language in a fun way. He says carriage, like,
yeah,
really goofy.
he is fun.
Yeah.
It's great to like hear Robin Williams speak Old English. Like, that's just, come on.
Yeah. It kind of is like, did he do that again? Like, did he ever do anything else? I don't think so.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. He should have. You know what? Let's bring him back. What happened to him?
He died.
Funnily enough, actually, another famous quote from Hamlet is the name of another Robin Williams movie, What Dreams May Come. That's kind of funny, a few years after this. Yeah. Anyway, another famous quote from him, or from Hamlet that, he starred in was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Wait, is that actually a quote?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. I'm so kidding.
I was like,
I'm trolling.
Okay.
But yeah, and then the ending is, this like very bombastic, crazy duel, which is so funny that it's like, okay, yeah, Laertes was about to kill you, and that's like, I'm cool. Let's fight. Let's just have like a fun, normal duel.
Just a fun, good old fashioned duel. Just the bros,
just guys
nothing weird about it.
Yeah.
yeah, just guys being dudes, like, what's so wrong with that?
So did you know this as the play where everyone dies at the end?
This is the play where everyone dies at the end, yeah. And I knew that, and I asked you that before.
I didn't want to spoil it, but how, what were your reactions to the ending scene?
I wasn't sure exactly how it played out, because as I recall,
everyone fucking dies, so it's kind of
I knew everyone fucking died,
like,
yeah. I thought that, I thought for some reason that Hamlet had put on a play at the end. And so when he was putting on the play in the middle, I was like, that's weird. This is way too early for this to be the scene where everybody dies. That happens at the end of the play. But like, as soon as I started fencing and like, they were like, there was just a bunch of nefarious plots at place.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, this is where everyone's dying. Cool. I don't know, the scene where he throws the blade through the air to catch
so
his
fucking
uncle.
Cool.
So fucking cool.
And then he hits him with he kills him 3 times. He stabs him with the sword, he hits him with a chandelier to trap him, and then he fucking shoves the drink into his mouth.
Yeah, he starts popping them into his mouth,
with the gloves on, which is such a disgusting choice. It made me like recoil. Like anytime, like it's bad enough that he's like feeding it into Derek Jacobi's mouth, like, and he's like gagging and stuff, but he's doing it with the gloves, like the white gloves with this like red like wine.
Yeah,
it's so nasty. It's so visceral. It's gross.
It's great. And like, I mean, yes, Laertes dying before that, very sad, and like him sort of like with his last breath, condemning the king to death as well. And we
and absolving Hamlet.
Yeah. And absolving Hamlet. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because like when they start yelling treason,
he's like, oh wait, okay, wait. Yeah.
Yeah. But then his mom like drinking the poison goblet. So that's something that like entirely slipped from my mind. And so the fact that you mentioned it earlier, how some sort of portray it as like, oh, she knows and she's sacrificing herself versus not. And even here, it's definitely, I mean, at least to me, it was played as though she doesn't know whatsoever.
No, yeah, I agree.
Especially based off of the reactions of like everyone else. Like, it's like, oh, like nobody like keyed her into this, right? But like, it's so tense as like when she's like holding the goblet, I was like, oh shit, like, is she in on it? Is she trying to like, get Hamlet to drink this right now so that like he falls in the last round? And then when she goes to sip it, and the king's like, oh, like my dear, my queen, like do not.
Well, that's like a
fuck.
That's a great way, a great line, because he's like, Gertrude, and then it's like silent for a moment. It's really powerful.
It's so commanding.
Like, this is it.
Yeah.
And then she defies him. It's like kind of the first time that she like tries to like stand up for herself, and that's after Hamlet in the bedroom is like, please don't let the king like fondle you anymore. Like, you know, he's kind of like a prude about it, but like, you know, that's the first time that maybe she's reflecting and having a little bit of dignity restored, you know, or like kind of shame. And so she denies him, but it leads to her death, which is, you know, so tragic. But yeah, the way he orders it, and she just kind of like laughs at him like, no, actually I'm gonna drink. Like, I've got a DD, you know?
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's fun. And like, it comes right after Hamlet also sort of sticks up for himself when offered the drink at first. And he goes, no, save it for me for after the round.
Yeah.
And the king's like,
buddy,
tugging on his collar. I really need you to get a drink here, you know? You're looking parched, you know, you sure?
Yeah.
But, like Hamlet sort of sticks up for himself, and then his mother sort of like stands by him and also defies the king. And both of those are like kind of scandalous just within like, you know, the court.
Yeah.
But immediately after that, right, like everyone's like dead and or dying, right? And Horatio's
and
like,
has
hey,
fled. Like like everyone's something too about this, because it's such an epic scale. There's a lot of people. There's like a lot of extras, like background, like people like watching the court, and like just like regular people involved, as well as guards and all of like the royal court. But like, there's all this chaos because of Fortinbras coming, and people can probably see that and realize that from like the sound and looking out the windows. But also, then everyone's fighting. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So it adds to the chaos. It's cool.
At least I didn't see most of the people like scurrying out in
Sure.
the background. But when Fortinbras shows up and like they start fucking
everybody jumps
busting
through the windows.
in the windows,
it's cool.
It's so sick.
Cool,
That's
dude.
so fucking cool. Yeah. And they're just
right
breaking
after.
down. Yeah, right after. Yeah. And it's like Horatio's like all right, well, like I'm gonna kill myself, and like you know, his bro Hamlet's like, no, like you need to live on.
Please
like
don't.
tell the tale, and like, you know, like this is it falls
it's
to you.
It's such an emotional moment too, because he's like, if for nothing else, do it in pain, like do it scared, do it afraid, like do it sad. For me, like it's a last act to like live on and like tell my story. Like, please don't, you know, I need to know. And for Hamlet, who is so preoccupied with like what happens after you die, for him to be like, I still need like a tether to this world, like on even after I'm dead, is very very poignant. And I think they play it well here. Yeah. And then Fortinbras comes in, extremely hot. Just a gorgeous looking man. Just like the planes of Rufus Sewell's face is like, let me land on those. But he comes in and he's like, well, this sucks. This was way more than I wanted. Like, he's like
somebody get that body off of the throne so I can sit down. I need to compose myself. Jesus Christ.
I just hiked through Poland. Like,
I just coordinated 12 guys to jump through these stained glass windows, and you're going to tell me that nobody else saw this? Nobody? Like, come on.
Just this guy? Yeah.
Yeah. This jump? Like, come on. Like, what's happening here?
Yeah. It's great. It's a good ending. And then they bear out Hamlet in this really long shot of him staring as they're carrying him out. Is so funny. It's just like another, like, egotistical, like, I'm gonna make myself like the closing scenes of the play. It's just, which of course, because the play is Hamlet and it's about Hamlet, but just another choice that's like, Ken Branagh's like, I just love when you look at an actor and that actor is me. Like, it's really funny.
Well, there's that, and I don't know whether it's before or after that, but the destruction of the statues, and like, it's
the statues. The very last scene is the King Hamlet.
You
like,
said the
falling
name plaque.
His head.
And it's
cool.
Like the bits of it falling in front of it. So good. Yeah.
Talk about on the nose. I mean, truly, like the most.
But it's so good. It's so good. I love it. There goes his legacy. It's destroyed. I love it. Like, excellent. I like my metaphors heavy-handed. I know authors that use subtext and they're all cowards. Like,
that's like the 5th time you've made that joke on this show, and you don't know what it's from.
It's from Tim and Eric.
No, it's not. It's not from Tim and Eric.
Whatever. I don't know what it's from then.
I know you don't, because we've been through this. Anyway, a great winter movie.
Oh, yeah.
Snow. Hell yeah.
It's a winter winner, I'd say. Yeah.
It looks great. I mean, again, just like hundreds of people putting together fake snow and shit and like spraying it onto hedges and whatever, like to make it look like it's winter. Yeah. It's so cool to achieve this like it's like a noir look by having it so cold and icy and isolated is so it's a striking image even though it's not dark. It's cool.
Yeah. And I don't know, the film looks so lovely. It's so great. Like,
it's fucking gorgeous, bro. They're so like the colors are garish complementary. Like, it's like there's just so much. Yeah, like they're bright.
Garish at times. Sure. Like it feels so good to watch sometimes, and then sometimes you're like a bit ostentatious for my tastes, but to each their own, right?
It looks like a warehouse, but like. Again, complimentary. Like, it just works. And man, the in the nunnery scene, the dress that Kate Winslet has on is so gorgeous. It's like that's the like maroon kind of like sweater top, and then she's got on a long skirt of flowers with it's like a light colored skirt with like dark red flowers on it. It is so beautiful. I was like, this is my next Ren Fair look for sure. By the way,
yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna bleep this, but I've decided.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Yeah, I'll tell you more off mic, but I'm excited.
That's sweet.
Okay, I know we're coming up on like the longest episode we've ever done. I don't remember which one.
Well, I will say, I think at least half an hour of this was like the phone call that I took in the middle, right? So
it was not that long. It was maybe 20 minutes, maybe. But either way,
I wasn't sure.
Are you saying you want to keep going? If you want to keep going, we can talk. We can talk. We didn't really talk about Polonius getting stabbed. We didn't talk about the Gravedigger too much. We didn't really talk about Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. I can go
Buddy, on. I'm here to talk as long as you want to talk.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Ricky. Happy birthday to me. For your birthday, you're giving me a birthday gift.
I figure you need something,
Yeah, I do. It's true. It's so hard to be me, actually.
All right. Okay. Come on. Let's.
Do you think that the facial hair on Hamlet is an application? I can't tell. Like, sometimes his goatee looks
Don't even
so
ask
straight.
me these questions, bro. I couldn't tell you for the fucking life of me, man.
Oh,
Put a gun in my head, bro. I'm telling you to pull. Like, I'm not. Do you remember?
Go ahead.
Do you remember Cloud Atlas and how they had like these horrible prosthetics, and you were like, "Oh, those horrible prosthetics!" in like these one scenes.
And you were like, they were wearing prosthetics.
I was like, "What? That wasn't just how the guy looked. Like, what are you talking about?"
Which is so crazy. Wow. I think he really dyed his hair blonde, but I think he's got a touched up goatee. Like, I think his goatee and mustache might be, like not authentic. I don't know for sure. This is speculation, but I'm rubbing my goatee here. Yeah,
I am also. Yeah, I am as well.
Yeah,
watchers at home. I've got a gross one though.
Gross goatee. Yours is like the opposite of what he has. Like, yours is like grown in the spots that his is like empty.
It's like short and stubbly. Where his was like a little bit more refined and like
it's like straight edge, like razor blade, and yours is like, I don't even know, like it yours is like a fern.
Horrible that you would say that, but shockingly accurate,
but true. No, I mean, I won't belabor the point, but did you have anything else to say about Hamlet from 1996, directed by Ken Branagh?
No, I loved it. I mean,
you're like, no, please let us go.
Lane's pick.
No. It's Elaine's frame, bro.
Elaine's frame. Sorry. And I don't know. I mean, while watching it, like, I had an excellent experience while watching it, just because, like, it is a great movie. But
I meant to ask, did you watch it in 2 parts? Did you like stop at the intermission, or did you just watch it straight through?
No. I mean, I stopped for like 5 or 10 minutes. I got up and made a snack, but like I didn't like skip to the next day or whatever. I didn't like wait an hour or something. Like I continued to watch it.
Okay. Wow.
But, like,
cool.
But yeah, I was, because I was locked in from like a very early point, like maybe half an hour into it, like right up until that point. So it was like 2 hours where like the tension in my body, which I normally carry, was just like ratcheted up to like an insane level.
Hell yeah.
I
Awesome.
couldn't have been sitting on more than an inch of my couch, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like I was utilizing no ass space on my couch whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad that you were so gripped by it. It's a great movie. It's a favorite of mine. Now that I've seen it twice back to back, basically, I found it very, like you said, hypnotic. It's very comforting. Very, very. It's not a warm movie necessarily, but it is. It's got these, it's got this like edge to it that makes it very human and enjoyable, even though things are blown up so big. So it's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All timer. I was not disappointed. I was worried. I was like, is this going to hold up? 30 years. It's a 30-year-old movie now.
Dude, and it does. It holds up really well.
Hell yeah. All right. What bullshit are we watching next week for Rick's pick?
I'll be honest.
You didn't pick something?
I didn't pick something.
Do you want to just watch Hamlet again?
Do you?
No, I mean, I do, but it's fine.
We could watch another version.
No, that would be crazy. No.
Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I have like 2 more that I want to watch, but we don't have to do them for this podcast.
Okay. All right, whatever you say. I'm trying to pull up the We Want to Watch list. Where are the ones that you...
It is so crazy. Go ahead. Go on. Finish your thought, Ricky.
No, because it's so crazy that I don't know where this is, even though I ask you for it and check it.
Do you not have bookmarks? Like, how do you not have things bookmarked?
Not ones that I use, no.
Oh my god. Here. I'll link it to you again. And I'm going to pin it.
Thank you, Lane.
I can't pin in the Discord. I'll pin it in our personal chat.
Thank you, Lane. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I need to be signed in for it.
Here, I'll edit the... Here, try this link.
Okay, I will.
Just get the app, bitch. Like, try that link.
The app? That's crazy!
Try the link I just sent you. That should work.
That link did work. Thank you, Lane.
Yeah, you're welcome. My throat hurts from sucking so much dick of this movie.
Bro, pause! I like that you said the like actual reason before. Maybe you're like, no, never mind. I know why we gotta say it. Ooh. Okay.
About to pick some bullshit.
This is some bullshit. This is maybe not a great movie, but this is a movie that, growing up, my priest once told me to watch, and she was like, "Hey, like, it's like a B-list movie, but it's like my favorite one. It's like really excellent."
Is it Austin Powers? I'm looking at the list and trying to see what the movie is. Okay, go ahead. What do you pick?
It is Invasion of the Body Snatchers, directed by Philip Kaufman in 1978.
Oh, yes! Okay, because you've mentioned this before as, like, a movie that was foundational to you. Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay, I thought you had liked...
No.
I thought you had said at some point that it was, but I might just be confusing that you had thought, or that someone had mentioned it to you. This is a great movie.
Yeah.
Stars Donald Sutherland. Who just passed away last year,
Rest in peace.
or 2 years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your teacher was on crack for saying it's a B movie. It's not a B movie. Or your priest. Sorry, my bad. Well, your priest was definitely on crack. Anyway, great fucking movie. Yeah, I'll watch the hell out of this.
Hell yeah. Okay, sweet.
Nice. Cool. Invasion of the Body Snatchers next week. Cool.
Be there, be square, or get your body snatched.
True. We don't have anything to sing. Do we? I guess, are we just, is it Michael Clayton? Or whatever, I forget what you say.
No, I think you end it with the song, Oh, Ophelia, you went on longer since the flood. I
That
think that's
shit.
I think that's it. Yeah, by like Young the American Giant.
We somehow managed to get through all of this without talking about Taylor Swift naming her album after Ophelia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to be mentioned there. Nothing worthwhile to touch upon with that.
Ophelia,
anyway.
the tapestry that's been in my living room for the past 10 years too.
What the hell?
Yeah, hang on, I'll show you. It's not the garish one of her drowning. It's the one of her sitting on the branch before she dies. So
the tasteful
there's
one.
there's like two very famous paintings of Ophelia, and one of them is like Millet, which is like she's like green and like she's like suffering.
I know that. Yes. Yeah.
And then this one is much nicer. It's like she looks like she's gonna be okay maybe before she dies. So that one, the Waterhouse one, is better. So yeah, that is in my living room. Big Hamlet fan. Oh yeah, wait, Hamlet. There's a version coming out this year. That was like one of the whole reasons I wanted to do this. There's another version starring Riz Ahmed. If you know who that is, yeah.
No idea.
He's a pretty famous actor. I think you would know him from stuff. He's in Venom. I mean, I think he was in Skins. I think that's where he like got his start. He's this
TV
guy.
Show?
Yeah, it's a British show.
Okay.
This actor, you recognize him?
Vaguely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no big deal. Anyway, he's in a version of Hamlet this year that's coming out.
That's pretty cool.
So,
are we watching that?
Seeing that. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it gets a wide release or not. I'm going to definitely watch it, but it's actually got Timothy Spall, Peter Pettigrew, Secrets and Lies. He's in it, playing Polonius. So it's funny, like, the different actors in different roles, like in different productions is cool. Yeah. So, like, maybe Branagh will play Hamlet again, or will like be Claudius at some point now that he's older, you know. That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see him play the old Hamlet.
Yeah, the king. Yeah. Any of them, honestly. Anyway, okay, we got to end this episode.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ending with not Ophelia. I'll find something. I'll find some reference to Hamlet.
Ophelia.
Maybe I'll just end it with him saying, "My queen."
My queen. Ophelia. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ophelia.
Prince of Denmark.
Prince of Denmark. That works too. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you got something to work with. Okay.
Yeah, barely.
Michael Clayton. Michael Clayton. Ooh, ooh, ooh.